Hi, all my LGBT friends and others. So yeah, it looks like North Korea did conduct a fifth nuclear test. And he just walks around like he's like, the guy is, if you do anything in that country against him, you're dead, and you could tell he's just so sick. He's, mm. Boy. Okay. Um, Hopefully Trump becomes president and takes care of a lot of these, issues and stuff. But we'll see, what the Lord has in store for all of us. All right, so I want to continue with chapter 20. Yeah, chapter 20. Okay. All right, this Numbers goes to chapter 36, I believe. So we're getting there. All right. This is the death of Miriam, Moses smiting the rock, bringing forth water, Aaron's death, Elassar succeeds him. Okay, all right. Then the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, into the desert of Zin, the first month, and the people abode in Kadesh. And Miriam died there and was buried there, his sister. Okay. And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron. And the people chode with Moses and spoke, saying, Would God that we die when our brethren died before the Lord? Why have you brought us up the congregation of the Lord into this wilderness, that we and our cattle should die there? And wherefore have ye made us to come up out of Egypt to bring us into this evil place? It is no place of seed or figs or vines or pomegranates, neither is there any water to drink. And Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they fell upon their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared unto them. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Take the rod, and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye into the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth his water. And thou shalt bring forth to them water out of the rock, so that thou give the congregation and their beast drink. And Moses took the rod from before the Lord as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, and he said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels, must ye fetch you water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly. And the congregation drank, and their beast also. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron, Because ye believed me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. This is the water of Meribah, because the children of Israel strove with the Lord, and he was sanctified in them. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom, thus saying, Thy brother Israel, thou knowest all the travail that had befallen us, how our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a long time. And the Egyptians vexed us and our fathers. And when we cried unto the Lord, he heard our voice, and sent an angel, and hath brought us forth out of Egypt. And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have passed thy borders. And Edom said unto him, Thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. And the children of Israel said unto him, We will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. And he said, Thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand. And Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border. Therefore Israel turned away from him. And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, journeyed from Kadesh and came unto Mount Hor, Hor. And the Lord spoke unto Moses and Aaron in the Mount Hor by the coast of the land of Edom, saying, Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, for he shall not enter into the land which I have given unto the children of Israel, because you rebelled against my word at the water of Meribah. And take Aaron and Elassar his son, and bring them up unto the Mount Hor. And strip Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Elassar his son. And Aaron shall be gathered unto his people, and shall die there. And Moses did as the Lord commanded, and they went up unto Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. And Moses stripped Aaron of his garments, and put them upon Elassar his son, and Aaron died there on the top of the mount. And Moses and Elassar came down from the mount. And when all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, they mourned for Aaron 30 days, even all the house of Israel. Chapter 21. The people murmuring are plagued with fiery serpents, but healed by a brazen serpent, etc. Okay. And when King Arad, the Canaanite, which dwelt in the south, heard tell that Israel came by way of the spies, then he fought against Israel and took some of them prisoners. And Israel vowed a vow unto the Lord and said, If thou wilt indeed deliver his people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities. And the Lord hearkened to the voice of Israel, and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities. And he called the name of the place Hormah, Hormah. And they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way of the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way. And the people spake against God and against Moses, Wherefore have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? For there is no bread, there is neither any water, and our soul loathed the light bread, manna from heaven. Oh, my goodness. And the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much people of Israel died. Therefore the people came to Moses and said, We have sinned, we have spoken against the Lord and against thee. Pray unto the Lord that he take away the serpents from us. And Moses prayed for the people. And the Lord said unto Moses, Make thee a fiery serpent, and set it upon a pole, and it shall come to pass that every one that is bitten, when he looketh upon it, shall live. And Moses made a serpent of brass, put it upon a pole, and it came to pass that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he beheld the serpent of the brass, he lived. Wow. And the children of Israel set forward and pitched in a both Oboth. And they journeyed from Oboth and pitched in, oh goodness gracious, Jebarim, in the wilderness which is before Moab, toward the sun rising. From hence they removed and pitched in the valley of Zared, and hence they removed and pitched on the other side of Arnon, which is in the wilderness that cameth out of the coast of the Amorites. For Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and Amorites. Therefore it is said in the book of the wars of the Lord, okay, when he did in the Red Sea and in the books of Arnon. Interesting, huh? And the stream of the books that goeth down to the dwelling of Ar, and lieth upon the borders of Moab. From hence they went to Beer, which is well whereof the Lord spoke unto Moses, gathered the people together, and I will give them water. Then Israel sang the song, Spring up, O well, sing ye unto it. And the princes digged the well, the nobles of the people digged it by the direction of the lawgiver with their staves, and from the wilderness they went to Mattanah, and from Mattanah to Nahiliel, and from Nahiliel to Bamoth. And from Bamoth to the valley, it is the country of Moab, to the top of Pisgah, which looketh toward Jesimon. And Israel sent messengers unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, saying, Let me pass through thy land. We will not turn to the fields or to the vineyards. We will not drink of the waters of the well, but we will go along by the king's highway until we pass thy borders. And Sihon would not suffer Israel to pass through his borders. But Sihon gathered all his people together and went out against Israel until the wilderness, and he came to Jahaz and fought against Israel. Israel smote him with the edge of the sword and possessed his land from Arnon unto Jabbok, even unto the children of Ammon, for the borders of the children of Ammon was strong. And Israel took all these cities. Israel dwelt in the cities of the Amorites, in Heshbon, and in all the villages thereof. For Heshbon was the city of Sihon, the king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab, and taken all his land out of his hand, even unto Arnon. Wherefore they that spoke in Proverbs, saying, Come unto Heshbon, let the city of Sihon be built and prepared. For there is a fire gone out of Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon. It had consumed Ar of Moab, and the lords of the high places of Arnon. Woe to thee, Moab! Thou art undone, O people of Chemosh! He hath given his sons that escaped and his daughters into captivity into Sihon, king of the Amorites. We have shot at them. Heshbon is perished, even unto Dibon, and we have laid them waste, even unto Nopah, which reacheth unto Medeba. Thus Israel dwelt in the land of the Amorites. Moses went to spy out Jazer, and took the village thereof, and drove out the Amorites that were there. I'm going to stop right there, and I will continue, because I'm almost out of time here. All right, I'll do one more video and try to get as far as we can get. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.